We are basically again putting up three different segments. The one is through our channel partners. So we have appointed various channel partners, come our agents at the various locations. Second is to work towards society and to the community sector. So we are already approaching around a list of, we have a list of around 1,000 number of NGOs who are working into the water segment. So we are asking them that we'll go to those main areas, coming out to be any kind of a rural areas or maybe in a place like India Gate in Delhi. So where lots of people are coming, and over there they are not coming with their own water bottle. So they have to spend money either to buy a Bisleri bottle or from a water bottle, packaging drinking bottle from the market, which is very costly for them. So we want to put up machines over there, and that will give an empowerment, women empowerment. So we want to give an employment also, and to earn some money, as well as give the water at a cheaper price compared to what they are getting it through the right. So that is the second go-to-market strategy. Third is give an example of a five-star hotels. So they switched over from a plastic bottle to the glass bottles now. Now they are asking that why don't you integrate it with the bottling plant? And instead of giving it only to this machine, so they can't just go and put up the water, fill up the water out of it. So we started to thinking that we'll start integrating it with the bottling plant and start giving the water to these big hotels and all those things.
So, one of the main themes of the G20 summit, where the global leaders are talking and discussing, and which is being pitched by our Prime Minister Modi as well, is about one family, one earth, and one future. So, you mentioned that at Shenzhen you have found that India is a little behind the rest of the world when it comes to um, tackling this issue of carbon footprint. If you can talk a little about what you are doing in India, are you talking to government, and so that India can catch up with the rest of the world. And if I could also sort of to both of you, I would like to ask, what is your global template going from here? I mean, how are you looking at going to other markets after India? You did mention a little about that, but if you can give us details.
So in India, so we are focused primarily on financial institutions. In India, those regulations are still they're still brainstorming those. Recently, Reserve Bank of India came out with a white paper asking for public views on how they can go about it. So it's still very early stage, so we're not looking at India. But we know that Indian. So the thing is, even if we target financial institutions globally, for instance, even if it's Goldman Sachs, for example, that capital would still end up being deployed in India. So it's not about whether you're working in India or not. It's about, can you make that financial capital being used where it can make bigger impact as well as business opportunity. So we're looking at it from that point of view. So one of the segments that we are speaking with is MDBs, World Multilateral Development Plans. So they have that mandate to deploy capital. Even if they deploy capital in emerging countries like India, they also want to generate market power economies. So that capital still would end up being build sanitation infrastructure in Delhi or elsewhere. So we're looking at it from that point of view. But Indian market for financial institutions is still taking shape, so it's pretty early for us.
Yeah, so in fact, one of our co-founders, he is already based out of UAE. So he is already looking after the international market. So we have identified few of the countries where we want to pitch in at the start of it. And I myself is traveling to Saudi to participate in a Saudi Water Expo, which is coming Monday itself. So we are having few of the markets which we have already identified and working towards that segment to look for their own applications, to identify few of our agents and our channel partners in that particular market also. So target is look parallelly both Indian market as well as the global market to scale up our business accordingly.
So basically, our manufacturing is happening in southern part of India, but our customers are global brands. They are having headquarters everywhere. The letter of intent we got till now, it's around 6 countries around the world. I just wanted to mention about one thing. It's like Southeast Asia region manufactures 55% of world clothing. So it's a huge market. Uh, Most of the brands are having their outsourcing units in southern part, Southeast Asia region. So to make it more efficient in terms of supply chain and reduce carbon footprint, that is what we are following the outsourcing model in terms of our manufacturing as well, so that we don't need to supply it on a longer distance. And this Erica net sheet we can find on the these sheets you can find on the I'm audible. These are basically grown on tropical bed. So we are again exploring the other sheets as well, other varieties of palm, uh, because they are having a different kind of polymers into the natural polymers you get it in palm sheets. So we are trying that also, and on the basis of that, we are just going to expand in other regions in terms of our manufacturing.
Right. Thank you all for very interesting perspectives. Unfortunately, we are out of time.